there's lots of ways you could cut taxes. I don't think the inheritance tax would be near the top of my list. I'd like to reform inheritance tax and actually potentially cut the rate. I mean, the problem with inheritance tax at the moment is a very high rate, 40%. It's actually only people who have got significant but relatively modest estates, and modest is in relative terms, but we know that if you've got an estate of £2 million, you pay twice as much as a fraction of your estate in inheritance tax than if you've got one of £10 million. And the reason is, if you have a lot of assets which go beyond your home, it's pretty easy to avoid inheritance tax in terms of the sorts of assets that you can buy on which inheritance tax isn't paid. I think it's one reason people think it's pretty unfair, because they see really rich people not paying very much of it, whereas modestly rich people pay quite a lot. So I think I'd quite like to see a cut in the inheritance tax rate, but the quid pro quo for that is that we start to charge inheritance tax on a much broader range of assets.